Hey guys, it's Tim and this is Wrestling Unlimited as it's Friday, and tonight was Friday Night Smackdown. As far as tonight's Friday Night Smackdown does go, I will say it was a good show. I thought it flowed really well. I thought the whole thing was easy to watch, but then as we got to the end, I will say the way the show went off the air was kind of a little, I don't want to use the word dumb, but meh. Where like Roman gets out of the ring and he snaps his finger, and then Jimmy and Solo show up, and then all of a sudden there's Jay and Seth, but they're like quiet for 5 minutes, except for Corey Graves. What is going on? Why did Roman snap his fingers? What do you think? Bad news? Like, the way the show ended was kind of anticlimactic. The way the show went off the air was kind of just meh. I wish there was like a big brawl or something. Like, you brought Jimmy. You brought Seth. Okay. Now what? No one's going to do anything? Like, really? Come on. Very, very anticlimactic at the end. I loved Roman's promo where he's telling him, Seth wants to be your shield? I was in the shield with Seth. I thought we were as close as brothers, and look what he did to me. So just think, if he would do that to me, what he would do to you. Like, I loved that. I loved Roman's reasoning on why Cody can't trust Seth. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the show ended flat. It just ended pretty flat. Other than that, great wrestling, good action. They're really telling us Bayley's winning this title. Because like Iyo just randomly goes into the back and beats Bayley's ass by herself. They really want us to think that Iyo has the best of Bayley and Bayley can't beat her by herself. And so, yeah, they're going Bayley, winning that belt. I'm pretty sure that's the route we're going to go. But we'll talk about all that and more as we get going. I want to say thank you for joining me here. Twitch.tv/PWU Unlimited, YouTube.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited, and podcast services all around the globe like Stitcher, Spotify, Google Pod, Apple Pod, Anchor, iHeartRadio, and so much more. Remember, if you are watching live on Twitch, you can help us out a couple of different ways. You can either help us out by hitting that donate button down below or by donating Twitch bits in the live chat. Also, remember, you can help us out by subscribing to the channel, one of two different ways. You can either subscribe with a tier subscription or you can subscribe with Amazon Prime, because remember, if you have Amazon Prime, then you have Prime Gaming. Prime Gaming gives you a lot of cool things like free games, free stuff for games, and you always get one free subscription to any Twitch channel you want to subscribe to throughout the month, and I greatly appreciate it if you did right here, Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Also, remember to help us out on YouTube as well. Hit that subscribe button. That way you know when we post new videos, when we go live, and when we post links to the community tab. Hit that join button to become a channel member and support the channel. And finally, if you want to make sure that your comment, question, or concern gets read live on the air, hit that donate a super chat in the live chat to make that happen. Finally, head over to the Epic Game Store. Head over to the Epic Game Store and buy something. You're getting a PlayStation game that's coming to PC soon, like Horizon Forbidden West or Ghost of Tsushima. Maybe you're claiming the free games, Call of the Wild, The Angler, or Invincibles presents Adam Eve. Use this code right here, PWU Unlimited, at checkout, and you will be supporting us at no extra cost. Heck, trying to get into Fortnite, Lego Fortnite, Rocket Racing, all of that cool stuff they're doing over there. Well, if you're getting them battle passes, if you're getting them new figures, if you're getting all the Operation Bright starter pack stuff for Lego Fortnite, use this code right here, PWU Unlimited, for all Epic Games and Epic Game Store purchases. But with that, we've got Friday Night Smackdown to talk about. They kicked off with Rey Mysterio and Santos, as Wade Barrett would say, Escobar, because he likes to Escobar. It's the way he says it. So these two kicked off the night, and they let us know, hey, LWO, LDF, Legado del Fantasma, banned from ringside. No members of either group can come out. So I was like, all right, who's going to come out then towards the end? Like Dragon Lee? But no, it was Dom, which is even a better surprise. So match itself goes 12 and a half minutes. And I thought this was a really good match. But it's like, are we building up to Dom and Rey in a match together at Mania again? Like, what are we going to get? Dragon Lee and Rey versus Dom and Santos? Rey and Andrade, maybe? I don't know. Very weird that they used Dom here. It's got to be building to something. It can't just be for nothing. I don't feel like Dom just showed up for the hell of it to help Santos. I feel like there's a further overarching story here as we get closer to Mania, only 2 weeks from tomorrow. But good match. I will say these two worked so well together. Mysterio had the early advantage with a series of strikes and whatnot. Mysterio then went for a springboard move, but was, I don't know, kind of slipped, I guess you could say. Slipped early on and favored his knee as a result. May have been on purpose, though, now that I think about it. Mysterio went for a springboard move again and didn't complete it. Rey briefly kept control until Escobar landed an elbow and a low drop kick. Mysterio fired up and sent Escobar to the floor. Mysterio landed a sliding splash, and the show went to a commercial break. Back from the break, Escobar had control and was working Mysterio's back inside the ring. Escobar was talking trash, and Mysterio took advantage of that with a series of strikes, but Escobar cut Mysterio off and threw Mysterio into the corner. Escobar hung Mysterio upside down and ran at him, but Mysterio moved at the last second, and Escobar ran into the ring post. Mysterio then followed up the crossbody to the outside. After the two returned into the ring, Mysterio kept control with a seating senton. Mysterio then hit a springboard moonsault for a 2 count and set it for the 619, but Escobar stopped Mysterio and super kicked him. Escobar then face planted Rey, and from there he got a good near fall off of it. Escobar was talking smack again, and so Mysterio comes back with more kicks, and it's like, hey, guy, it didn't work last time. Why do you think it's going to work again now? Like, come on. So the action once again spills to the outside, and they clear off the announce desk, and there was a run. Mysterio ran at Escobar and hit a seated senton in the timekeeper's area. So basically, they crumble over the barricade. Santos is laying there upside down dead, and Rey's like, where's your smile now? Where's your smile now, Santos? They get back into the ring, and a masked man wearing a Rey Mysterio mask appears out of nowhere as Rey's going for a springboard move. As soon as we see the face, we know it's Dom. We basically know it's Dom even before because the hair coming out and everything. Anywho, he causes a distraction. Escobar hits a 619 and a phantom driver to pick up the victory and then celebrates with Dominic after the bout. So there we go. Dom helping Santos beat his daddy. Helping Santos beat Papa. Again, I don't know where this is leading to. Maybe a tag match? Oh, no. No, I got it. What have I been saying? If they're going to do LWO versus Legado, Legado needs one more person. So it is going to be, maybe. Ooh, let's talk about this one. Rey, Carlito, Wild, Del Toro, Santos, Dom, Angel, Berto, 8-man, Mania. There we go. Oh, I see it now. So, what do you guys think? 8-man tag? You add Rey to Legado del Fantasma? And then that way it gets all of those guys on the card? I can see it. So Bayley's in the back and she's thanking Naomi for the help that she gave her last week. She said that, we've been close. We are close and it doesn't mean anything. Like, don't mention it, Naomi says. Bianca then just comes in and she goes, no, Bayley. What you did last week, don't be thanking her. Naomi shouldn't have even helped you in the first place. She's like, Naomi ain't been here. She don't know what it's been like with Damage Control running around here, just doing whatever they think they want. You guys have bullied too many people for too long, and now you're getting what you deserve, Bayley. And Bayley's like, I understand it. I totally agree. I was wrong the last 2 years. I shouldn't have acted like that. But I want to thank Naomi for helping me. And she's like, Naomi, you don't need to get in that business. You don't need to, you don't, nah. And Naomi's like, girl, calm down. And she takes Belair and they walk away. Go to break, we come back, and then Cody's sitting there signing posters. He's got one of the, I think it's the MLB championship belts there. And Naomi and Bianca are walking around kind of bickering. Naomi was like, hey, everything you said, valid. I understand. There's nothing you can do about it now. It's like you can't retroactively go into the past and change the way Bayley was acting. But I want to help her now. And Naomi eventually kind of just walks away, and Belair's like, oh, okay then. So, you think about it. Think about it, though. Naomi, Bayley, close in real life. So no matter what Bayley has done in the past, Naomi is going to be there for her friend. Again, doesn't matter what Bayley has done in the past as a bully in damage control to other women on the roster. Naomi just sees her as my close personal friend. There you go. We've got our first, I guess you could say, six-pack challenge tournament match. Bryce Waller and Austin Theory against the OCs, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Again, they need to be doing more with Gallows and Anderson. I'm happy that Theory and Waller won here because I think they should be in the ladder match. I think they're a great heel tag team. I think they're not even heel tag team. I think they're a great team together. And like Corey Graves even said, all right, Gallows and Anderson just got eliminated. Oh, well, they can still go worry about the NXT tag titles. Gallows and Theory started things off with Gallows throwing Theory around before tagging in Anderson. A lot of quick tags commenced here. Waller tagged in, but the OC kept control. Anderson then landed a forward splash on the heels on the outside, and the show went to a commercial break. When the show returned, the OC earned control, and Anderson had a flurry of offense, including a series of spine busters. Anderson hit a neck breaker from the second rope onto Theory. Gallows then tagged in, and they set it for the Magic Killer, but Waller broke it up. Theory then rolled up Gallows, put his feet on the ropes to help for the pin, and there we go. Gallows and Anderson do lose. Waller and Theory win, and they will take on the winners of AOP versus Street Profits. There's footage of Roman Reigns on the Pat McAfee show earlier this morning from University of Iowa. Naomi was then in the ring because she was going to face Iyo Sky. Io's music hits, but Iyo doesn't come out. The other members of Damage Control come out. Kabuki Warriors, Dakota Kai, but no Iyo. We then go to the back, and Iyo is beating the dog piss out of Bayley. Like, just beating her down. Like, screw you, bitch. I'm going to do everything I can to make your life a living hell. You don't challenge me. And then she walks out to the ring all super cocky to the point where she walks right past the rest of Damage Control and just like, go away. I don't need you. I'm going to take this girl on all by myself. Damage Control. Yeah, they're just like, oh, okay. But they're there anyways. So, Naomi had the control early on until Sky landed a running kick and slowed things down. Naomi worked her way back to a faceplant on Sky as the show went to a commercial break. Back from the break, Naomi had the upper hand and ran Sky into the turnbuckle before hitting a crossbody from the top rope. Naomi then landed a drop kick, elbow, and a kick to follow it up. Naomi landed a split splash and got a 2 off of it. Sky then quickly gained control of the shotgun dropkick. Sky went to the top, but Naomi popped up and cut Sky off. Naomi hit a superplex and got a near fall. Naomi taunted Sky, and the two traded elbows and kicks. Before long, Sky hit a standing double stomp, but Naomi came back with the draping facebuster of her own. Damage Control then came back out and distracted Naomi, which was good enough for Sky to hit Naomi with the over the moonsault and pick up the victory. Even though she sent Damage Control away at the beginning, they still came out to assist her. So after the match, they start just beating the crap out of Naomi. Asuka hits her with the Mist, and Bianca runs down to make the save. Bianca then starts getting her ass beat. She picks up Kyrie like she weighs 10 pounds. Like, literally, she was just like, shoo. I'm like, oh, damn. So She lifts up Kyrie, slams her down, but then gets beat down. Crowd starts chanting for Bayley. Naomi then crawls on top of Bianca to like cover her, like, I'll take the beating for you. And Damage Control poses at the end there. They then let us know that, you know, Nick Aldis, he's our SmackDown general manager, and he's been making moves, and he made a big move earlier today. A video then plays, hyping up Jade Cargill, stating that she has signed with the Smackdown brand, and next week, she will make her first official appearance on SmackDown as part of the Smackdown roster. Now, here's the thing. So we see what happened tonight with Bianca, Naomi, and Damage Control. There's a reason the Jade video aired immediately after. The rumor is that the match at WrestleMania is going to be Asuka, Kyrie, and Dakota against the team of Naomi, Bianca, and Jade Cargill. We're going to get a 6-woman tag team match if all things align up properly and nothing gets changed. We're going to get a 6-woman tag team match with those 6 women, which means tag title's not on the line. That would mean no women's tag team championship match at WrestleMania if it's going to be the 6-woman instead of just Bianca and Naomi challenging the Kabuki Warriors for the titles. So we'll see if that's how it all does play out next week. There's still, 2 more SmackDowns left to go next week and the following week. Yeah, next week on the 29th and then the week after on the 5th. The final 2 episodes of SmackDown. So it's possible that they set this up next week, especially since they told us Jade will be there as a member of the SmackDown roster. So Belair and Naomi were in the back. Bianca was trying to help Naomi get the mist off of her face and out of her eyes. They were just dumping water on her face. Tiffany Stratton walked up, kind of laughed at them, and then walked off. Just a way to get Tiffany on the show, I guess. Nick Aldis was then in his office with Kevin Owens when Pretty Deadly would interrupt. This is pretty funny. Pretty funny for Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly told Owens that he was living in the past, and Owens challenged Pretty Deadly to a match next week. He's like, I got a partner. They're like, who can your partner be? You ain't got no friends. No one wants to team with you. He goes, I teamed with a guy a couple weeks ago, and we made a pretty good team. Hey, you want to be my partner next week? And all of a sudden, Randy Orton's like, against these two? And I always get the 2 mixed up. The blonde one, Elton Prince, like screams ah! when he notices Randy standing right there. And Randy scared the shit out of him. And Randy's like, yeah, I'll team with you against these 2 guys next week. Kevin Owens then punched both members of Pretty Deadly. So yeah, it's official. Next week on SmackDown, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton against Pretty Deadly. So even though they're opponents at WrestleMania, they're teaming up again next week on SmackDown. So then we get a very interesting video. They tell us that WWE cameras have been sent to AJ Styles' house to film some videos of him training, getting ready for his match at WrestleMania. We're in AJ's, I guess, garage, maybe. Maybe it's a home gym. I don't know. Looks like a garage. And we hear, ha, 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 ha. And AJ gets all mad and jumps up and he starts walking through the house. He's like, who the hell's honking a horn? Who's out front of my house honking their horns, laying in on their horn? And realizes it's, well, LA Knight. LA Knight's out there honking a horn, getting AJ's attention, and the 2 start brawling. They knock over the cameraman and the camera cuts out. Corey Graves then says, that is where WWE cameras stopped filming, but we got body cam footage from local police as they showed up to de-escalate everything. So police show up, they arrest LA Knight. And yeah, just more build for their match at WrestleMania. Remember, AJ said, I ain't showing back up till Mania. I ain't coming back. And Knight was like, okay, you don't want to come to work. You don't want to be on the show or at the show. I'll come to you. I can know where to find you. So very interesting. It was a little over the top, a little, I guess the word they use is campy, I guess you could say. But it was okay. It was fine. Saw Wendy out there when the cops grabbed LA Knight. AJ kind of tried to leap at him, and Wendy's like, stop, no, back up. So it's like, hey, Wendy. So moving forward, we had another tournament match to get into the six-pack ladder match at WrestleMania. It was the Street Profits against AOP. I'm going to tell you right now, I know exactly what's going to happen. I know exactly what's going to happen here. Street Profits won tonight, so AOP going to screw them next week. That's how Theory and Waller win. They're going to just take the win after AOP screws Street Profits somehow. AOP had the upper hand early on Dawkins, but Ford made the tag, and the Street Profits, luck kind of turned around. Ford went for a splash on the outside, but AOP caught him and threw him into Dawkins. The show went to a commercial. When we came back, AOP had control and dominance. Ford took a lot of punishment here until he got the hot tag to Dawkins. Dawkins ran in and cleared house. He hit a DDT on Occam. It's Occam. Occam. Say however you want. Occam. Ford then tagged in, and AOP took control again. Basically, they were like, Montez Ford's no competition for AOP. Dawkins can get some offense in, but Ford gets tagged in, and he just gets wrecked. So they beat the crap out of him. AOP then went for their finish on Ford, but Dawkins interfered. Ford rolled up Akam, and boom, pinned him 1, 2, 3. Flash victory out of nowhere. There we go. Street Profits win, and next week they will be facing Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Winner moves to the tag title ladder match at WrestleMania. Also, speaking of next week, speaking of the tag title match at WrestleMania, we also do know that it'll be the New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, against Legado del Fantasma, Angel and Berto. Winner also gets into the ladder match. Plus, we know Jade Cargill will be on the show. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens will take on Pretty Deadly, and Dakota Kai will be going one-on-one with Bianca Belair. So let me move into our main event. Yeah, we're already talking about the main event. Like I said, this show flowed. This show scooted by. We go to our main event. Roman comes out, gets in the middle of the ring, and he's like, all right, Milwaukee, I'm going to make you guys like Cody Rhodes. Acknowledge me. They show Cody on the big screen, walking to the ring, and we go to a break. Come back, and Cody comes out. It's the big entrance and whatnot. And then, I don't know what happened here, but like my feed froze for like a whole minute, so I missed some stuff. And watching on the Fox Sports website, so yeah, my stuff froze for like a minute before I was able to get it to come back. I don't know if that was my internet. I don't know if that was their website. I don't know. But first thing I hear is like Roman ending a sentence. I didn't really catch it. Again, can't rewind, so that's a negative. But Cody said that he was a man of his word too, and he came alone. So I assume Roman said something about I'm here alone, except for with the wise man, maybe. I don't know. Roman then called Cody a fool and said, quote, "You're stupid to me," end quote. Roman said Cody wasn't fit to be the face of the company because he's an idiot. Roman called into question Seth Rollins' loyalty to Cody Rhodes. Roman noted how he was in the Shield with Seth, and Seth says he could be your Shield. Think about what he did when he was in the Shield. Roman said Seth stabbed him in the back. He's going to do the exact same to Cody. That's why Cody's a fool. Cody responded by reminding Roman that the first team to ever beat the Shield, their last name was Rhodes. He's like, I know the Shield very well. Cody asked himself if he could trust Seth. And then the crowd kind of cheered. And he goes, wait, let me ask them. Should I trust Seth? And the crowd cheers. Cody said that Seth might have his guts, or might hate his guts. And Roman might be right, but Seth hates Roman even more. That's why he has Cody's back. Cody turned it around and asked Roman if he could trust The Rock at WrestleMania. He said, who's really in charge here? Is it the head of the table or the final boss? Cody says that he was spinning things. Roman mocked Cody and said, you're spinning things like a politician. He was just asking the same question, but in reverse. You asked The Rock the exact same thing. Roman said that Cody was always promising things. Cody will never deliver. Cody is a number 2, the greatest number 2 of all time, and the crowd chants for Cody. He said, just live up to it. Be the greatest number 2. There's nothing wrong with being number 2. Cody said, quote, let's get real here. Cody referenced the biggest wrestling stars of all time, including Rock, Austin, Cena, etc. Cody said that he conceded that the next generation of wrestlers will probably want to be like Roman Reigns, not Cody Rhodes. Cody then said, quote, "I'm not number 2, I'm number 1. Cody stuck out his hand for a handshake to Roman, but Roman backed away. Roman instead shook Paul Heyman's hand, and then Roman and Heyman left the ring. They got up on the ramp, and then Roman snaps. His music then plays, and he stands there, and things get quiet. All of a sudden, Corey Graves is like, "What's going on? What's going on, bad news? Why'd Roman snap his fingers?" And then all of a sudden, as he says that, here comes Solo. Here comes Jimmy. Cody sees this. They jump the barricade. They surround the ring. But Cody's all smiles. They say that Cody Rhodes won't back down. Cody Rhodes is still standing tall in the middle of the ring. And all of a sudden, coming out of the crowd or standing in the crowd, there's Jey Uso. Oh, hey, on the other side, there's Seth Rollins. They all stare each other down. That's how the show goes off the air. Pretty anticlimactic. I would have liked to see, Cody's in the ring. Here's Jimmy. Here's Solo. They notice Jay and Seth, so they immediately go after Cody. This is what I would have done. They immediately go after Cody. Jay, Seth, jump the barricade, jump into the ring. Maybe Solo gets away. They grab Jimmy and hit him with something. Or maybe they both get away. But I wish something would have happened. Some sort of physicality, something. Because all these guys just standing there, looking around, all wearing black. It was very anticlimactic, I will say. Not bad. Wouldn't go as far as to say it was a boring ending, but I do feel like the end fell flat. The crowd kind of died in the last 2-3 minutes, and everything was just silence. We hear Corey Graves say a couple of lines, but the crowd's not hearing that. Roman and Paul, they're not saying anything anymore. Cody's not saying anything anymore. So it just felt a little weird there at the end of the night. Overall, though, a really good episode of Friday Night SmackDown. I thought it built up a number of things for WrestleMania. We got stuff built up for next week's show with the Jade announcement and so forth. So I like this episode of SmackDown. I thought it flowed really well. It went by really quickly, and it was just an overall good show. But with that, let me get the poll going here on Twitch for you guys watching over there. What did you SmackDown? I liked it. It was all right. I didn't like it. If you're watching on Twitch, go vote right now. And we'll check the other polls while we wait for those. Also, guys, remember a little bit later, not much after we're done with this podcast, I'm going to be live, twitch.tv/TimmyBuddy. Going to jump on with some friends and play some Fortnite. Again, that's twitch.tv/TimmyBuddy. Refresh all of this. As far as the threads poll does go, 60% liked the show, 40% thought it was just all right. Looking at the Twitter poll, 75% liked the show, 16% thought it was just all right, and 8% didn't like it. As far as the YouTube community poll does go, 83% liked the show, 14% thought it was just all right, and 3% didn't like it. Some of the comments here says I liked it. This one says love SmackDown. And then this person calls it a drag because we waited all week. Oh, okay, I understand this one. They said we waited all week for that face-to-face and it didn't deliver. I can see where someone could be a little disappointed with the way the face-to-face went. It was just more of the same, kind of. Even Roman said it. Saying the same thing to me you already said to The Rock, so why do you need to say it again? Looking at the YouTube live poll, 73% liked the show, 20% thought it was just all right, and 7% didn't like it. And as far as everyone watching on Twitch, y'all liked the show. You all thought it was good. 100% liked it. But with that, guys, that's going to wrap everything up here on YouTube and Twitch. Twitch.tv/PW Unlimited, YouTube.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited, or if you're listening on podcast services all around the globe like Stitcher, Spotify, Google Pod, Apple Pod, Anchor, iHeartRadio, and so much more. Remember, I'm going to be live again here shortly, twitch.tv/TimmyBuddy. We're going to be playing some Fortnite and whatnot, so come hang out over there if you got nothing better to do on a Friday night. Come hang out, support us over there, and have some fun. Maybe if you're playing Fortnite, jump in with us if you dare. We're going to be doing, I don't know how long we're going to play for. We're going to play for a little while. So with that, guys, have a great rest of your night. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys.